knowing about the mini grid and you are making a presentation about nano grid. Does it have any significant difference between mini grid and nano grid? This is my first question. And second question is, when you generate electricity in a center point, how long distance can you deliver electricity from the center point to the household? How many meters specifically? And if there is any system loss in the line. And the third question is, you are using your nano technology to step up your voltage from 12 volt to 220 volt. Can we run AC appliance with this nano?
Okay, so three questions. First of all, what's the difference between mini grid and nano grid? So let me try to clarify mini, micro and nano. Mini grids normally is 100 kilowatt or bigger size, and they use exactly the same level of due diligence in terms of the standard and all the requirement for a traditional grid. That if you have a traditional AC grid and the mini grid would probably be the same compliant in terms of the standards. Microgrid, on the other hand, these are lower voltage. Lower voltage means most of them you'll find 24 volt, 48 volt kind of system. So these are not utility level systems. Nanogrid, on the other hand, it combines the two L. First one, it is a 220 volt system. Second, it is a DC system. So it gets all the benefit of the microgrid and also all the benefits of a bigger mini grid. So that is the first distinction between mini grid and the nano. The second one is the point was
distance.
Distance. Like for a 220 volt AC system, if you can cover, let's say, 2 kilometers, with a 220 volt DC system, you should be able to cover at least 4 times. At least 4 times. Because with DC, not only the loss in the cable is low, but also it does not have that requirement for a peak current. All the energy efficient load have one characteristic in common, which is every peak level of the voltage of an AC system, there is a peak current which is 4 times than the average current. That means your system has to be able to tolerate that, and that requires the length of the system or the loss in the cable significantly higher, including the inverter itself. So any DC system is much more efficient from generation and also transmission and distribution point of view. And the last one is the AC appliance. Like I said, most appliances have these days become electronic in nature. And so if you're operating in the off-grid areas, your natural choice would be to go look for an energy efficient appliance. And if that's the case, you will end up with running the same way, whether it is DC source or AC source. Because internally those are all DC. One exception, ceiling fan. The ceiling fan is a traditional AC fan which has motor inside. Now, one ceiling fan is 100 watts. The entire home, we are giving them fan, TV, light and everything for less than 50 watts. Can we afford to have this kind of energy guzzler or very inefficient appliances in off-grid solar? We cannot. So it becomes a fiduciary responsibility for people like us who are promoting new technologies to be able to also make it available to the user what is right and what is appropriate. And energy efficient fan, energy efficient refrigerator are in those nature. So we do not ever promote regular ceiling fan